No one saw it coming. There was no long illness, no farewell tour, no final interview where they looked into the camera and said goodbye. One day they were here, and the next day the world woke up to a headline it was not prepared to read. In this video, we visit the graves of stars who died unexpectedly. John Candy died March 4th, 1994, age 43, buried at Holy Cross Cemetery, Culver City, California, dying of a heart attack in a rented house in Durango, Mexico, during the filming of Wagons East, the comedic giant dying alone, far from home at 43. Uncle Buck and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, among the most beloved comedies of the 1980s. Brittany Murphy died December 20th, 2009, age 32. Buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, California. Dying of pneumonia and drug intoxication. Husband Simon Monjack dying in the same house from similar causes 5 months later. Toxic mold cited as a possible factor. The coincidence never resolved. Carrie Fisher died December 27th, 2016, age 60. Cremated, a portion of her ashes placed in a Prozac pill-shaped urn, interred with her mother, Debbie Reynolds, at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills. Suffering a medical emergency on a flight from London to Los Angeles 4 days before her death. Never regaining consciousness, her mother, Debbie Reynolds, dying the following day, reportedly telling family she wanted to be with Carrie. Mother and daughter interred together at Forest Lawn, dying 1 day apart. Aaliyah died August 25th, 2001, age 22. Entombed at Ferncliff Cemetery, Hartsdale, New York. Killed when an overloaded Cessna crashed after takeoff from the Bahamas. The pilot unlicensed and later found to have cocaine and alcohol in his system. The plane hundreds of pounds over its weight limit. The Princess of R&B dying at 22 because nobody said no. Chris Farley died December 18th, 1997, age 33. Buried at Resurrection Cemetery, Madison, Wisconsin. Found dead on the floor of his John Hancock Center apartment from a cocaine and morphine overdose. A photograph from his last night showing him red-faced and bloated. Dying at 33, the same age Belushi died the same way. Paul Walker died November 30th, 2013, age 40. Buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, California. Killed when the Porsche Carrera GT driven by his friend Roger Rodas crashed into a concrete lamppost and 2 trees at an estimated 100 miles per hour after leaving a charity event for Typhoon Haiyan victims in Valencia, California. The Fast and Furious star dying in a car crash at 40. Pop Smoke died February 19th, 2020, age 20. Buried at Greenwood Cemetery, Brooklyn, New York. The Brooklyn drill pioneer shot during a home invasion at a rented Hollywood Hills house, whose address was revealed on social media. The most exciting new voice in New York, hip-hop, killed at 20, his posthumous debut reaching #1. Patsy Cline died March 5th, 1963, age 30. Buried at Shenandoah Memorial Park, Winchester, Virginia. Killed when the Piper Comanche crashed into a Tennessee hillside in poor weather alongside Hawkshaw Hawkins and Cowboy Copas, having survived a near-fatal car accident 2 years earlier and telling friends she was living on borrowed time, recording for less than 6 years. Buddy Holly died February 3rd, 1959, age 22, buried at City of Lubbock Cemetery, Lubbock, Texas. Killed in a plane crash near Clear Lake, Iowa, alongside Richie Valens and the Big Bopper, because he did not want to ride the bus. Don McLean calling it the day the music died. His wife Maria Elena miscarrying after learning of his death from a television broadcast. Phil Hartman died May 28th, 1998, age 49. Cremated, ashes scattered at Emerald Bay, Catalina Island. Shot in his sleep by his wife Bryn, who then killed herself. Their children Sean and Bergen asleep down the hall. 8 seasons on SNL. Troy McClure and Lionel Hutz permanently retired by The Simpsons. The most ordinary evening interrupted by the person who was supposed to share it. Sharon Tate died August 9th, 1969, age 26. Buried at Holy Cross Cemetery, Culver City, California. Murdered at 10,050 Cielo Drive by Manson family members while 8 months pregnant, 5 people killed, pig written in blood on the front door. The house demolished in 1994. The address changed to 10066. Brandon Lee died March 31st, 1993, age 28. Buried at Lakeview Cemetery, Seattle, Washington, beside his father, Bruce Lee. Shot during filming of The Crow, when a bullet fragment lodged in a prop gun fired into his abdomen, the film completed with doubles and digital effects. Father and son resting side by side, neither reaching 33. Selena Quintanilla died March 31st, 1995, age 23. Buried at Seaside Memorial Park, Corpus Christi, Texas. Shot by fan club president Yolanda Saldivar at a Days Inn over embezzled funds. Running to the lobby for help before collapsing, Dreaming of You, debuting at number 1. The Queen of Tejano killed at 23 before the crossover. Anton Yelchin died June 19th, 2016, age 27, buried at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, Los Angeles, California. The Star Trek actor killed when his Jeep Grand Cherokee rolled backward down the steep driveway of his Studio City home, pinning him against a brick pillar and security fence. Fiat Chrysler having recalled the vehicle for a confusing gear shift design, the recall notice sitting in his mailbox. Nipsey Hussle died March 31st, 2019, age 33. Buried at Forest Lawn Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles, California. Shot outside his Marathon clothing store in Crenshaw by Eric Holder, the rapper who chose to stay in the neighborhood and invest rather than leave. His funeral drawing 21,000 to the Staples Center and a 25-mile procession. John Belushi died March 5, 1982, age 33. Buried at Abels Hill Cemetery, Chilmark, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. Dying from a speedball at Bungalow 3 of the Chateau Marmont, administered by Kathy Smith, the SNL and Blues Brothers star, dead at 33. Fans leaving bottles and sunglasses at his grave. Princess Diana died August 31st, 1997, age 36. Buried on an island at Althorpe Estate, Northamptonshire, England. Killed when the Mercedes struck the 13th pillar of the Pont de l'Alma tunnel after leaving the Ritz just after midnight. Her funeral drawing 2.5 billion viewers. Her brother burying her on an island so she would finally be left alone. Stevie Ray Vaughan died August 27, 1990, age 35. Buried at Laurel Land Memorial Park, Dallas, Texas. 3 years sober and at the peak of his powers after performing alongside Clapton at Alpine Valley, his helicopter crashing into a man-made ski hill beside the venue in fog. The man who beat addiction, killed by the thing no one saw coming. Mac Miller died September 7, 2018, age 26. Buried in an unmarked grave at Homewood Cemetery, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Killed by fentanyl pressed into a counterfeit oxycodone pill at his Studio City home, his dealer convicted of distribution, resulting in death. The boy from Pittsburgh buried where he started. Lisa Marie Presley died January 12, 2023, age 54, buried at Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. Dying of a bowel obstruction related to bariatric surgery, buried alongside her father Elvis and her son Benjamin Keogh, who died by suicide in 2020 at 27. 3 generations at Graceland. Matthew Perry died October 28, 2023, age 54. Buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, California. Chandler Bing on Friends, found dead in his hot tub from the acute effects of ketamine. Spending decades battling opioid and alcohol addiction documented in his memoir. His death leading to criminal charges against multiple drug suppliers. Dimebag Darrell died December 8, 2004, age 38. Buried at Moore Memorial Gardens, Arlington, Texas. The Pantera guitarist shot on stage at the Alrosa Villa in Columbus, Ohio, by a former Marine who blamed Darrell for breaking up the band. 3 others also killed. Buried in a Kiss casket beside his brother, Vinnie Paul, who died in 2018. Whitney Houston died February 11, 2012, age 48. Buried at Fairview Cemetery, Westfield, New Jersey. Found submerged face down in the bathtub of Suite 434 at the Beverly Hilton, while Clive Davis's pre-Grammy Gala continued downstairs. Cocaine and heart disease contributing. Her daughter Bobby Christina dying the same way 3 years later, buried side by side. Stuart Adamson died December 16, 2001, age 43. Cremated in the United States, a portion of ashes scattered in his native Scotland. The big country frontman found dead from hanging in a Honolulu hotel room, having struggled with alcoholism and disappeared from his Nashville home weeks earlier. In a big country reaching number 17 in 1983, the Scottish rock hero dying alone in Hawaii. Minnie Riperton died July 12, 1979, age 31. Buried at Westwood Village Memorial Park, Los Angeles, California. The 5-octave voice behind Lovin' You, dying of breast cancer at 31. Her daughter Maya Rudolph, only 7. Stevie Wonder visiting her bedside. The highest voice in popular music silenced by the cruelest diagnosis. Otis Redding died December 10, 1967, age 26. Buried at the Big O Ranch, Round Oak, Georgia. Killed when his plane crashed into Lake Monona, having recorded sitting on the dock of the bay 3 days earlier. The whistle at the end, a placeholder for lyrics he never got to add. The most iconic ending in soul music, an unfinished thought. Randy Rhoads died March 19, 1982, age 25. Buried at Mountain View Cemetery, San Bernardino, California. Ozzy Osbourne's guitarist, killed when the tour bus driver took a small plane and buzzed the bus as a prank, clipping the vehicle and crashing. The most technically gifted metal guitarist, killed by a prank at 25. Juice WRLD died December 8, 2019, age 21. Buried at Homewood Memorial Gardens, Homewood, Illinois. Suffering a seizure at Midway Airport after reportedly swallowing pills to conceal them from federal agents. Lucid dreams having resonated with a generation. Legends Never Die debuting at number 1. King Von died November 6, 2020, age 26. Buried at Oakwood Cemetery, Chicago, Illinois. The Chicago drill rapper whose crazy story drew millions, shot outside an Atlanta nightclub in a confrontation caught on security cameras. The vivid street storytelling turning real at 26. Jam Master Jay died October 30, 2002, age 37. Buried at Ferncliff Cemetery, Hartsdale, New York. The Run DMC DJ, whose turntable work on Walk This Way brought rap to the mainstream, shot in his Jamaica, Queens studio. 2 men convicted in 2024, ending a 22-year mystery. Reggie Lewis died July 27, 1993, age 27. Buried at Forest Hills Cemetery, Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts. The Boston Celtics captain collapsing during an off-season practice at Brandeis University from a cardiac arrest caused by an undiagnosed heart condition. A medical dispute between 2 teams of doctors about whether he should continue playing. The Celtics retiring his number 35. Len Bias died June 19, 1986, age 22. Buried at Lincoln Memorial Cemetery, Suitland, Maryland. The Maryland basketball star dying of a cocaine overdose 2 days after being drafted 2nd overall by the Celtics. Witnesses describing it as his first time using cocaine. His death directly leading to the Anti-Drug Abuse Act of 1986. Hank Gathers died March 4, 1990, age 23. Buried at Mount Lawn Cemetery, Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania. The Loyola Marymount forward, collapsing on the court during a West Coast Conference tournament game from a cardiac arrhythmia, having been diagnosed with the condition months earlier and reportedly taking a reduced dosage of medication because the full dose made him sluggish. The team continuing to the Elite Eight in his memory. Thurman Munson died August 2, 1979, age 32. Buried at Sunset Hills Burial Park, Canton, Ohio. The Yankees captain killed when his Cessna crashed short of the runway at Akron-Canton Airport while practicing touch-and-go landings on an off day, wanting to be closer to his family in Canton during the season. The Yankees retiring his number 15 and leaving his locker empty. Dale Earnhardt died February 18, 2001, age 49. Buried at a private location in Mooresville, North Carolina. The Intimidator killed on the final lap of the Daytona 500 when his car hit the wall at turn 4, his son, Dale Jr., and Michael Waltrip finishing 1st and 2nd in the race he was blocking for. NASCAR overhauling its safety standards entirely because of the crash that killed the most popular driver in the sport. Steve Irwin died September 4th, 2006, age 44, buried at a private location on the grounds of Australia, Zoo Beerwah, Queensland, Australia. The crocodile hunter killed when a short-tailed stingray barb pierced his chest while filming an underwater documentary in the Great Barrier Reef, the cameraman continuing to film as Irwin pulled the barb from his chest. The man who wrestled crocodiles killed by one of the ocean's least aggressive creatures. Naya Rivera died July 8, 2020, age 33, buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, California. The Glee actress drowning in Lake Piru in Ventura County after renting a pontoon boat with her 4-year-old son, Josie, who was found asleep on the boat wearing a life vest. Rivera's body recovered 5 days later. The third Glee cast member to die young after Corey Monteith and Mark Salling. XXXTentacion died June 18, 2018, age 20, buried at Gardens of Boca Raton Memorial Park, Boca Raton, Florida. Shot during a robbery outside a Deerfield Beach motorcycle dealership, the polarizing rapper generating more streams dead than most artists alive. 4 suspects convicted, the most divisive artist of his generation, dying the least ambiguous way. Avicii died April 20th, 2018, age 28, buried at Hedvig Eleonora Churchyard, Stockholm, Sweden. The Swedish DJ behind Wake Me Up in Levels, who retired at 26, citing mental health and chronic pancreatitis, found dead in Muscat, Oman from self-inflicted injuries. His family saying he could not go on any longer, the face of EDM dying at 28. Kobe Bryant died January 26, 2020, age 41, buried at Pacific View Memorial Park, Corona del Mar, California. Killed with his 13-year-old daughter Gianna and 7 others when their helicopter crashed into a Calabasas hillside in heavy fog on a Sunday morning on the way to a youth basketball game. The memorial at the Staples Center on February 24, 2020, reflecting their jersey numbers. A father and daughter dying doing something as ordinary as driving to practice. Heath Ledger died January 22, 2008, age 28, buried at Karrakatta Cemetery, Perth, Western Australia. Found dead in his Soho loft by his masseuse from 6 prescription medications, combining fatally. Finishing The Dark Knight, whose Joker would win the posthumous Oscar. His daughter Matilda, 2 years old, the Oscar accepted by his family with his chair empty. Chadwick Boseman died August 28, 2020, age 43, buried at Welfare Baptist Church Cemetery, Belton, South Carolina. Filming Black Panther and multiple Marvel films during 4 years of colon cancer surgery and chemotherapy, telling almost no one, the world learning he was sick and dead simultaneously. The king of a fictional nation buried at a church cemetery in rural South Carolina. Robin Williams died August 11th, 2014, age 63, cremated, ashes scattered in San Francisco Bay. Found dead from hanging at his Paradise Cay home in Tiburon, California, his autopsy revealing Lewy body dementia that had gone undiagnosed, the disease causing the depression, anxiety, and paranoia his family watched consume him in his final months. The funniest man alive dying from a disease no one knew he had. Philip Seymour Hoffman died February 2nd, 2014, age 46. Cremated, ashes given to family. Found dead with a syringe in his arm in his Greenwich Village apartment from a heroin, cocaine, benzodiazepine, and amphetamine overdose, having relapsed after 23 years of sobriety. The greatest character actor of his generation, dying in a bathroom at 46. River Phoenix died October 31st, 1993, age 23. Cremated, ashes scattered at the family ranch, Gainesville, Florida. Collapsing outside the Viper Room on Halloween night from cocaine and heroin. His brother Joaquin calling 911. His sister Rain trying to keep him breathing on the sidewalk. The most promising young actor of his generation dying outside a nightclub at 23. Takeoff died November 1st, 2022, age 28. Buried at Lakeside Memorial Park, Lawrenceville, Georgia. 1/3 of Migos, whose triplet flow changed the rhythmic template of modern rap. Shot outside a Houston bowling alley after a dice game dispute, the quietest member of the group dying the loudest way. Cliff Burton died September 27, 1986, age 24, cremated, ashes scattered at the Maxwell Ranch, California. Metallica's bassist killed when the tour bus hit black ice and flipped near Ljungby, Sweden, Burton thrown through the window and crushed beneath the bus. The band drawing lots for bunks, Burton drawing the short straw. Young Dolph died November 17, 2021, age 36. Buried at a private location in Memphis, Tennessee. The independent Memphis rapper who built Paper Route empire without a major label. Shot while buying cookies at Makita's homemade butter cookies. The most Memphis death in hip-hop history.